Anybody like that?
They're short and sweet.
Okay. This is the bid opening for the sale and operation of the Walker County construction and demolition and municipal solid waste transfer station, landfills, and the bid will not be awarded at this time. We got 2 bids. We had a lot of people take out bid documents, but we only got 2 bids.
Commissioner Heiskell?
Yes.
I request, go on record, request that we table this bid opening today. This has been a real rush to justice over something that's this large.
I'm sorry? I didn't understand what you said.
I said I would like to go on record stating that we table this bid opening today, where the prospective bidders would have the proper opportunity to investigate the landfill. 2 bid openings for an entity the size of Walker County Landfill. 3 weeks is not a sufficient amount of time.
Who are you with?
I'm a county taxpayer. I'm a voter.
Oh, but you're not one that wanted to bid and didn't have the time?
No,
Okay.
no.
Well, I'm going to go ahead
But
and do this.
for the sake of the Walker County, good people of Walker County, then there's only 41 permitted landfill sites in the state of Georgia, right?
I don't know that name.
And this is a big step for Walker County. And there's not been 3 weeks, a month's not sufficient time to do the research necessary to get proper bids.
Well, I see that we've got 2 from 2 major companies here, and I'm going to go ahead and open them.
I would like to go on record as seconding his proposal.
Okay. I know your name, but I don't know yours.
I'm Greg Wood.
Okay. I had talked to you before, but
Yes,
I
ma'am.
don't think I ever
We
heard
have.
it. But not about the landfill.
No.
Where is it? It's on my head. Okay. All right, this bid is from Republic Services, 1018 East 38th Street, Chattanooga, Tennessee. It received 7/12/2016 at 3:55 p.m. The public appreciates the opportunity to bid due to the limited amount of time to conduct a thorough due diligence and the lack of permit years left in the CB. Republic Services is submitting a no bid. Republic would be interested in proposing a fair market price once the 15-year expansion is complete. Republic appreciates the continued relationship we have with Walker County and wishes the best for the county. That's one thing. The same things here. This is for look like they're exactly alike.
Didn't you request 3 copies?
I'm sorry.
Didn't the proposal request 3 copies of the same thing?
So this is a no bid from Republic. This is from Santec Waste Services. 650 25th Street, Northwest Cleveland, Tennessee. Now, Santec has Catoosa counties, and they also have Chattooga counties, but they operate both those landfills, I believe. Isn't that right? Just tear it. I got it. I think they got it. This is a tough envelope, isn't it? County Site 2 Construction and Demolition Landfill and Transfer Station. Waste Services LLC appreciates the opportunity to participate in Walker County's procurement process for the sale of the Walker County Site 2 Construction and Demolition C&D Landfill and Transfer Station. With 30 years of experience managing municipal solid waste landfills and transfer stations, Santec is well qualified to meet Walker County's disposal needs. Santec's proposal and subsequent implementation plan includes the following features. Santec will purchase county's transfer station for a lump sum of $1.7 billion. Santec will pay Walker County $1 per ton on all waste brought to the transfer station. Santec will mow the grass on the closed MSW landfill and C&D landfill. Santec will interview existing Walker County employees to fill 3 positions at the transfer station. Santec will combine all waste streams at the transfer station and transport them to Santec managed MSW landfill. The county's rate to dispose of waste at the transfer station will be $38.50 a ton. Santec's proposal offers Walker County more than $2,116,900 in operational savings and $2.7 billion in revenue during the next 20-year period, as detailed accordingly. The cost avoidance of $500,000 for the design and permanent expansion of the C&D landfill. Cost avoidance of the average $558,490 in combined and annual operating losses based on Walker County's last 4 annual CAFRs, based on 2 years of remaining life at $1,116,980. Cost avoidance of approximately $500,000 associated with not having to relocate the animal shelter. Revenue of $1.7 million from the sale of the transfer station. Total revenue of $1 million in host fees. Santec proposal is based on the following conditions. Walker County will continue to own the landfill property and will be the new piece of property to Santec for the transfer station. Walker County will immediately close the C&D landfill and will cease pursuit of an expansion and a new permit to the C&D landfill. Walker County will not approve any competing permits for transfer stations or C&D landfills within its geographical boundaries. Santec will acquire the following pieces of equipment as part of its purchase to the of the transfer station. 2006 Komatsu PC-220L, number 9, 2009 938 HCAT loader, and number 21 yard dog. Shortly upon receiving notification, Santec Waste Services has been awarded the contract to manage Walker County's transfer station. Santec will make capital upgrades to the facility, including raising the floor where the transfer trailer is parked while waiting to be loaded with waste, construction of a metal apron on the far end of the transfer station to strengthen the back wall. 1 month before commencing operations, Santec will hire 3 employees and train them for their duties. Santec intends to hire 1 scale house attendant and 2 loader operators. If chosen, these employees will undergo Santec's customary hiring procedures. In addition to the equipment Santec will purchase as part of the proposal to Walker County, we will also purchase a tractor and bush hog to maintain vegetative cover at the landfill. Santec is confident this proposal will meet Walker County's long-term operational needs and will have far-reaching financial ramifications on the county's future. We welcome an opportunity to discuss our proposal with you in future detail, and we look forward to hearing from you. The rest of it are the details of the qualifications, and I think, do you think that covers?
Yeah, well, yeah, so,
That covers every detail of what we're asking for?
yeah, without further looking at more in depth, I say, yeah. Without a further in depth look.
I mean, the prices are here,
Yeah.
and what the expectations are here. Okay, well, I'm not going to award this bid today, as you surely knew, so we'll have to take a look at it and see if it's what we want to do. And so we'll make an announcement when we have made a decision and come back here and either no bid it or we'll award a bid. Thank you for coming.
Excuse me.
Ms. Heiskell, what did the appraisal come back at on the landfill?
There is no appraisal.
We would told last time that we had an appraisal. Do we not have an appraisal?
I don't have a written appraisal.
Well, that, you told us last time that we had an appraisal, so we do not,
No,
correct?
but this I thought they did, but he tells me you can't just get an appraisal on the landfill.
Okay, then how can we sell something that we do not know the value of? I mean, they made the statement within that bid that the reason the bid is what it is because of the poor management. Now, we had better management and that's what they said. You want to read it for it? That's what it said.
Well,
Because of the loss of money for the past, how many years? Several
it
years.
said 4, didn't it? I think it said 4.
That's poor management. Bottom line.
Okay,
If
well,
we can make money on something, we should not be rushing to sell this, at least without trying to make it a profitable revenue for this county. We've got one bid. Like Mr. Wood said earlier, we have no bids. When you're trying to get the best
Not
price for
competitive.
something, you try to get the most bids you can.
I did try.
Then we've
You
only
can't
got
do it
one.
in a month, Commissioner
We
Heiskell. It's
cannot.
impossible.
You're going to do a huge injustice to the people of this county if you just dump it right now
For one
without
bid.
trying to make it profitable or without trying to get the best money or at least an appraisal on it. You don't sell your house without an appraisal.
I didn't know it, but I don't think you can.
Oh, you can get an appraisal.
You can get an appraisal
Yes,
on
ma'am.
anything.
Appraisal and evaluation.
Then tell us that you're willing to get an appraisal before you're going to table any of these bids.
I'm gonna take a look at everything. I'm not gonna promise you anything. All I did was open the bids and read them to you today. That's all I plan to do. We're gonna take a look at every aspect of this before we come back.
Does that mean you're going to get an appraisal?
That means we'll do what we have to do. I don't know what to
That
do.
is absolutely a horrible thing to do to the people of this county.
I built it. I built it.
No, you didn't build
You
it.
built what?
I built the C&D landfill from a big hole in the ground. I didn't have anything else to do with, otherwise we wouldn't even have one.
I don't think that's correct.
Oh, it is correct.
No, it's not.
Oh, yes, it
No,
is
it's not.
correct. Have you been watching what's going on for the last 15 years?
I know what happened. I know where it was when you took office.
Where was it?
It was what, $150,000 to go to open up the get the liner and put it in place?
To build a 5-acre subtitle deed land?
They'd already started on it. It had already been permitted.
It didn't have a contract on it. They didn't sign it.
But it was permitted.
Yes, it was permitted. When I went back to try to get a permit on the C&D, they said, no, it's got a 10-foot sinkhole in it. And I said, well, how did you permit it as an MSW? And they said, well, we didn't want to. And I said, why did you? He said, politics got involved. And I said, what does that mean?
Imagine
He
that.
said, Sonny Huggins made us do it. So that's the way it was. But anyway, there's no...
Well, a lot of the other counties, though, Commissioner Heiskell, are operating at least a break even and making money on their landfills. Why can't we do that? We're not.
What other? Dade County's the only other county I know that's got their own landfill. The rest of them have been sold, and they're charging $50 a ton in Dade and losing money right now. Is that correct?
But there's
I mean,
more
the transfer
counties than
station.
Dade, Walker, and Catoosa.
I know that. I understand that. I really know there's 159 counties in the state of Georgia. But I'm going to adjourn this meeting. I'm not going to continue to discuss this. I hadn't planned to discuss it anyway. I just want to read the bids and you all can...
Well, when can the people of Walker County have a voice in this meeting?
When can they have a voice?
Yes.
Well, not today. We're going to wait until we look
Well,
at
let's
it.
set a date.
And so, well, when my next meeting, when I hold my next meeting, you can come back.
Then it'll be open for discussion at that point in time.
Absolutely. It will.
Ms. Haskell, can we get copies of that?
The bid? Well, if you want to make them, I mean, it's a bound, you mean just the first page?
No, the whole book.
Well, you'll have to come back and get them, because we'll have to take it apart.
You've got 3 copies of it. Could you, like,
We
have
can't
one
turn
you
them
could
on
take
and lose.
apart?
We asked for 3 copies, we have to keep the 3 copies.
I don't think you need to hand out a real estate contract that you either accept or counter or no.
Well, you're probably right.
Period.
What was that? I'm sorry.
I don't think that she needs to hand out copies of a real estate contract that's not been accepted or rejected or countered or anything.
Our next meeting, Ms. Haskell, we're going to have the opportunity, as he says, to talk about this with you, or are you going to listen to the people of this county?
I've been listening to the people of this county for the last 16 years. Yes, I will, but I'm not gonna talk about this today. I don't know enough about it
I
myself
understand
to even
that,
talk about it.
the next meeting, you're
Yeah,
not
when
gonna
I
make a
learn more
decision
about it, I
before,
will.
and you're not gonna make a decision before?
Well, I'll
you meet
make a
with the people
decision
of this
at the
county?
next meeting. I'll make a decision at the next meeting. Or I'll
Before
tell you
you
what my
talk to us.
decision, I will tell you what my decision is at the next meeting and we can discuss it.
Well, one bid's not competitive.
Well, they had a chance to bid for more, and we'll look at it, see what we can do. This is just the opening of a bid, we asked for it, and, I thought we'd have more, but some of them just came like 2 or 3 days ago and asked for a copy, and I didn't think they'd probably have time. City of Lafayette being one of them, they asked for one last week, and, they weren't qualified because you have to have operated the landfill for 5 years to be
I
eligible.
understand. Well, that's, you know, but I think if it's thrown out there, Commissioner Heiskell, over a period of time, it's not out of character to extend the bid deadline for 90 days, 120 days, and then let the people south of here that run landfills that don't even know about this, that give them the opportunity to come in and give the good people of Walker County at least an opportunity and a voice.
They don't know it. I mean, we published it in the internet, and in the paper, and contacted everybody that we knew. I think I expected 5 bids actually, from pretty big companies.
It was advertised in the Messenger, an ad about 2.5 inches tall. Where else was it advertised?
It was on our website.
Where on the website? Because I had looked for it and
It's a
couldn't
vendor
find it.
It's, you go under vendors, what I understand.
So there wasn't a real concerted effort to reach out to people in the industry and mail them a packet.
Not in 4 weeks, Shannon.
3 weeks.
Well, 3 weeks. I mean, that's
Over a holiday
ludicrous.
week.
That's ludicrous.
Okay, well, when you come back, you're welcome to ask questions, but I'm calling this meeting, I'm adjourning this meeting right now.